Wait, Puff was I don't want to say broke, but struggling artist.
This is when he became he was on now.
Okay.
This is some time after. This was after the city college. See, I gave you the time when after the city college, he lost his job. Nobody was effing with him the whole 9 yards. Then he went to that whole period where the dudes from Butt Naked, Wolf, L, and Corey, gave him the money to start up Bad Boy so he could keep Big, Craig Mack, and everything. Then he gets the deal from Clyde Davis. You understand? Now they put out Flavor in Your Ear. Do the Big Mac commercial, that Big Mac campaign when he put Craig Mack and Big into that box, in that Big Mac box, that a kid from his label, Mel Love, he thought of that. Okay, Puff ran with the whole campaign and the whole 9 yards. Huh?
It's a check.
Yes, a check. So now he's on. He's Puff. You know what I'm saying? So he's on. D-Ferg went to him and said, yo, my man, I need to do this, He said, nah. Out of all the shit D had done for him, he only gave D $1,500 for that design and promised that he was gonna look out and take care of him. You understand what I'm saying? That label's known worldwide. That image. Long story short, I gave him his money. I walked out the door. D said, I ain't never ever fucking with him ever again, Gene. I said, yeah? All right. So we were straight for my birthday, right? He said, yeah, we straight. I said, you all right? He said, yeah, I'm all right. Nigga died the next day.
Oh, come on, man. Damn.
On the 17th of October. My birthday, October the 16th.
What? Let me ask you.
3 days later.
At that
I'm to finish your question.
No, please.
So now, I'm upset. I'm bitter. You understand? Behind this shit. We're in the office. Puff mother asked me, I'm sitting out by the office. This is Puff door. I got my chair out there. Nobody goes in his office or nothing like that, without clearing me first. So then Puff mother asked me to go downstairs and get some food out her car. I said, I'm not here for that. What's wrong with you? She said, all these interns and stuff like that. She said, you're the only one that don't do what I asked them to do. And I want to know why. I said, I'm not here for that, Miss Combs. You understand? She said, but if I asked you to do something, she was just going on like that. Puff came out off. Why you always messing with Gene? Why you messing with Gene? I said, I'm 38 in the waist, handsome in the face. You understand? And then he said, leave Gene alone. He said, Paul, yo, I'm tired of this. Paul was the other security. So now, I just never went back. That was it.
What's your relationship to, what's his name? Roger Bonds?
I don't have no relationship with him.
No relationship?
Don't know him from a can of paint. I think he came in as a driver when I was leaving.
Right.
He started with a driver. I don't have no relationship with him.
Now, here's my thing, right? You from St. Louis, you're in Harlem. How did you adapt to that change? How did you just become what you are from being from such a different place?
Well, first of all, I was coming to New York since '82.
Yeah.
Because I was dating a New Yorker in college. You understand?
Yeah, okay.
So, she helped me adapt to Harlem real well. Shout out to Evita. So now, me going back and forth, coming all, because I really, my family life was not like that, brother. Right. I met my mother at 12. You understand what I'm saying? So when I went to school was my life. You understand? So I used to come to New York. Whenever she came to New York, I used to come to New York with her. So we used to go down to, people know, the $2 movies on 42nd Street. She showed me the ropes, how to get on the train. So in '86, when I graduated from college, I wasn't going back to now. I was going overseas actually to play basketball, but I tore my knee up, my meniscus. And back in that day, you tear that up, the doctor was telling you, yo, if you keep playing ball, you ain't gonna be able to walk when you get 50. You're gonna walk with a cane. So I gave up ball and got me a job. You understand? So It was easy to adapt because I met D Ferg, I met Slick. Slick was one of the bosses, in Harlem. So I met them. He took me as his godbrother because I could play basketball. You understand? And I played on his team and got to know a lot of people.
Man, you always hear about the different Harlem cats, like street cats, and just like how flamboyant or flashy or how cocky they were. You didn't, before you met the D Fergs and the Slicks, did you ever have any issue like fitting in or finding your place?
Bruh, I started on the basketball court. And at the time, I was a hell of a ball player. And when you're a hell of a ball player, people adapt to you. They like you automatically.
Right.
You understand? And then I met Slick the first week I was there. When I graduated on the basketball court. He took me over to play against Alpo's team. He beat Alpo for $10,000 that time. I asked him, I was like, yo, the dude, he said, yo, what you want? What you need, big man? I said, I need an orange juice and some chips. I'm good. He bought me an orange juice and chips. Everybody else was getting 500, 1,000, 200. I didn't know the game.
Right.
You understand? And then he just brought me in as his god brother. And we have been together ever since.
Jen, can I get your takes on Alpo as far as just the man overall and him coming home, after everything that took place, and then of course his demise, that looked like a personal situation. Just real quick, if you don't mind.
Alpo was a good dude, bro. He had a problem. Him and Rich had their thing, their problem. That was their business. You understand? But to the same gang, whenever we needed something, whatever we want something, I would say, yo, go to 145 and see what you call and get that bag. He would do that for D Ferg now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
When D needed something, or we was doing a picnic, a party, D would ask him, and Al would make sure he had it. So he was good to the same gang dudes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And him and Rich problem, that was their situation. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't care too much about that. You understand? That was their thing.
Yeah.
But to me, I gotta say how a dude treat me. When Al came home, he pulled me over. We was on 107th and 3rd Avenue in front of a apparel store. He was like, yo, Gene, what's up, man? He said, yo. I said, what's up, Al? He said, yo, I wanna holler at you. I said, what's up? He said, yo, man, all these niggas talk. I said, Al, you ain't gotta explain nothing to me, bro. You your own man. You gotta handle your own shit. He said, yeah, I know. You understand? He said, but it's a reason I stopped you. I want to pull you over. He said, Misha love you, bro. She wants y'all to get back cool together. Misha was Puff's baby mother. I used to bodyguard her.
Yeah.
You understand? And I said, man, we good, bro, man. But, she stiffed me on some money, Al, stuff like that. He said, no, we going to go to dinner and we going to straighten all that out. I said, nah, we ain't going to dinner, Al. We good. Like it is, man. We straight, man. We ain't got to straighten nothing out. I got love for Misha always, man. I knew what she was going through.
There you go.